Well, hey there, everyone. Andrea here. Today I am taking you through my very first day of the new Maggie Massey Make It Count devotional. I'm also using some brand new stamps in the Illustrated Faith shop, and they'll be linked in the blog post, and you can find them yourself. They're delicious and so fun. So I really am excited to have a devotional in my life. It's been a long time since I've done one, so here I've kind of thought about what I want to say and what I want to write. So I'm kind of jotting down all my thoughts and ideas and writing them in pencil first. And this is really about what things God has given me that I need to be thankful for. And the answer is my children, my kids, my boys. I had a plan. My plan was I was going to have my first kid at 28. And 7 years prior to that, God had another plan. So I was not prepared, and but he helped me, and he helped prepare me, and he helped make me the mother that I am, and made me feel like it was something I could do, even though I didn't have an instruction book. So it was kind of the easy answer. I'm sure I had a lot of things I wanted to write about, but that was just kind of forefront in my mind, and I kind of wanted to just get that down. So I'm using a color palette with pinks and blues, and I grabbed a few of the ampersands from the ampersand set, and I'm kind of mixing the colors up between the pen color and the stamp color. And originally I was going to use just all the same ampersand, but then I decided to use 3 different ones, and one is the word "and," which is really fun because it's like this vintagey handwriting kind of font, and I really, really loved that. So just finishing up some of those extra little stamps and just checking the color to make sure it's the right blue. And I enjoyed this first devotional because it was something that I hadn't really thought of. What are some of the greatest things God has done for you? It's like, well, there's so many. And, how do I show him my gratitude? And there's only really one way I can do that is by raising boys that know him and have a relationship and have good hearts, and you know that's all I can do with the children he gave me, because I know eventually they're going to leave my home, and they're in a way that I don't know. Some people have told me this before, and it's very difficult for me to wrap my head around this. But they aren't mine; they're his, and I get a little territorial over them, but I agree with that. I agree that he has blessed me with these 2 wonderful little boys. One's not so little. He is officially taller than me, and well, he's been for quite some time. And I feel my husband and I have done everything we could, not knowing really what to expect in parenting, and they are truly a blessing to us, and definitely transformed my life and what I thought it would be, and where I thought it would be going. And at 21 years old, that's where I was, married and having a kid, and trying to figure it all out. And I really want to, like this devotional is about, is making it count. I only have 2 opportunities with these children, so I want to do my best. So I'm taking this big, huge Make It Count stamp, and I want some more color on the bottom of this. And so I'm grabbing one of the Bella Boulevard pages with the 3x4s, and there's one with looks like a pink, kind of like a sticky note that's got a little piece of washi on top of it. So I'm going to cut that out and use just the pink section and the washi tape section. And I'm just going to stamp right on it after I cut it up so that it adds a little bit of color down there. Actually, a lot, which I don't know. I like a lot of color. And the last part I'm going to do is put some foam tape on the back so that it can lift off the page a bit. And then I'm just going to pick some of these words from another one of the new stamp sets just to kind of verbalize the change in having children so early, or having a child so early. My next one came a few few years later. But I figured that transformed, changed, redeemed, chosen, and enough were some really good words. So I stacked them along the right hand side, and now I'm just randomly putting different color ink and making room for all of them. And my goal is to put some of them at the bottom close together so that I can add another ampersand because they're super fun. So I've also thrown in a little bit of a green color because the sticker, the words, what am I trying to say? The word stickers, some of the Bella Boulevard for Illustrated Faith word stickers, one of them said exactly what I needed, which was exactly what I needed. So I thought that was a really perfect one to use. So I just covered up the words that were printed on the page. And here is the ampersand I'm going to use. It's this really fun scripty one. And I'm doing it in black just so that it kind of pulls some of the color from the typing and the Make It Count stamp. And then I'm going to try to figure out what I'm doing on the left side because I really want to finish off the page. So I've taken this cluster of stars and I'm randomly making like a pattern at the bottom. And I'm using 2 different shades of pink and the green color. And then I will use one single open heart in blue because my goal is to put a word sticker and layer it over because I wanted to bring some of the blue from the other side. And then the word sticker says allow God to surprise you, which really is exactly what he did. And now I've pulled my Bible mat out, which is a nice thick protector page because I'm going to do some watercolor. It's a plastic mat, basically, a thick plastic mat, and it just protects the back sides of whatever you're using. It's really great for the Bible pages because they're super thin. So I've just pulled out my water pen. I'm really just going to do some highlighting. So different shades of blue, and I'm just testing out because I don't want it to be too dark. And so I'm just doing some testing, and what I wanted to do was just highlight some of the things and words that kind of spoke to me while I was going through this. And I'm just going to finish this off with another little label at the top. I felt like it needed a little more blue and a little more funkiness, so I put it at a bit of an angle, and then I'm just going to staple it on with my tiny attacher. And that's it. We are done, and I'm super excited about this devotional, and I'm looking forward to continuing on going through it day by day. I hope that you guys have a chance to pick it up. It's really gorgeous. I didn't even get to show you the cover. Anyway, I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye, guys.